Today we are doing into resins, piggy mould, and also the guinea pig mould that they made based on my own little guinea pig called Fudge. Now, this will be my very special members only giveaway. So, dear members, thank you for everything you do for me. Thank you so much for all your support. I'll be putting out something on my community tab and also in our members only Discord group to let you know how you can win this later. Right. And of course, this is also part of my 20,000 subscribers celebration. Although I'm nearly at 21,000 subscribers now. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate those subscriptions. I really do. So what we're going to be putting into the resin, and I might as well put this in before we put it in the debubbler, is some of the Into Resin. Here you go. This is what it's called. Multicolour No Sink Aurora. And I'm putting quite a lot. Not to make this pig shimmer. And I am going to mix it in reasonably well because I don't want any little lumps and clumps, and it does mix very well. See that lovely shimmer? I wonder whether I should put a bit more. I'm going to put a bit more. Why not? We're celebrating. Let's push the boat out, eh? That's a lot more. Thankfully, I've got 2 pots of this because I've just used rather a lot, haven't I? Right, going to drop this in the debubbler just to make sure we haven't got any bubbles to get trapped under his chin and things like that. Like I said, this resin, it's Apex High Gloss. It debubbles really well on its own anyway. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to pop it through my little debubbler. And I've got a little compact one that I'm using here, which is really good. There we go. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I've poured it in. And I got it sorry, I forgot to hit record. I put it in and I gave it a little squish when it was halfway full to release any bubbles. And I got a bit left over, so I've lobbed it in this scorpion mould. But look at the shimmer in that. Isn't it lovely? Do like these Aurora powders. Right, I've started mixing up some resin. Let's put this out of the way. Started mixing up some resin for the guinea pig. And again, I can't remember how much this uses. I should know. I've got a little bit of the sparkle in it by accident because it was on my stirry stick. But what we're going to do here is, while that is just sitting for a moment, I'm going to try to paint in his dark points. I'll put a picture of Fudge on the screen for you because you'll see why I'm doing this. And I've got a very dark chocolatey brown mica powder here. I'm hoping I can get into his points. His markings are a bit like they were like Siamese cat markings. He was a posh little fella and he knew it. Proper posh piggy. So his ears, his nose, his feet and his boy bits. Now you can't see his boy bits in this mould. They'd be tucked underneath him, wouldn't they? So I'm not going to try and colour in his boy bits. And I'm sure going to get this. I should use a smaller brush really. Sure going to get this where I shouldn't. But we can have a little bit of a clean up. Where's his nose gone? There's his nose. And then we're going to fill it up with this most beautiful cream colour that I've got from Create and Bloom. His eyes I'll colour in afterwards. Right, that colour was called Chocolate Brown and it's from Boo and Nicole. But before I go putting resin in, let's get the bit off that's where I didn't want it, which was just there. Now be careful what you use on these moulds. Alcohol isn't good. They are, like I said, handmade. They're going to be that little bit more delicate than the mass-produced ones because they're made with this beautiful soft food grade even silicone, which means if you wanted a fondant fudge to go on your cake, I suppose, a little bit more in that ear. I think I've got more in one than the other. There. Now the colours I've got, I was really excited when I saw these colours. There's a new range of colours from Create and Bloom called Grandad's Acres. So called because they're all lovely earth colours and they were inspired by the lady who is Create and Bloom, who inspired by her granddad's farm. So they're those beautiful natural colours. So I'm just making sure, there we go, that I've only got it where I want it. And we're going to mix their colours in. Now I think these colours are going to be very close to Fudge the guinea pig colours. This one's called Milk Cap. His body was cream. And his points were dark chocolatey brown. And if they're not dark enough with that mica powder, I can add a little bit with a black marker pen afterwards. Now, this is a beautiful creamy colour, but it's quite yellowish. So I'm going to mix that in. And then I'm going to mix, because that's called Milk Cap, and I'm going to mix a little bit of bunny tail in, which is, I haven't even opened it yet. It looks slightly less yellow. Oops. I'll have to tidy that lid up later. It's got more of an orange to it. I just thought that a combination of the two would be fudge coloured. These are pigment pastes as well, so you really don't need much of them to make it opaque. So that was very little on my stick, I'm sure you saw that. And now we're going to have a little bit of bunny tail. This is a big pot of resin though, so it's nearly, it's a half pint glass, I think. So I'm sure going to need more than that, but you can always add more, but you can't take it away, can you? So go a little bit at a time. And it's very intense because it's pigment paste. There's an awful lot of pigment in it. A lot more than you'd have in a liquid or whatever. This is getting very close on fudge coloured. A bit more milk cap, I think. That's the other thing. Because his markings were like a Siamese cat, some of you who've had cats will know that the colour changes slightly with the seasons. So his coat got darker at certain times of year than others. And his brown points spread further. It's exactly the same process. No, he was born just cream. I'll put a picture of him on screen actually as a baby. I think I've got one somewhere, so if I can find it I'll put it on screen for you. Right, a little bit more of the milk cap I think, because he was quite a golden but not yellowy, if you know what I mean. That's looking good. That's not far off. I think it'll be close enough. He was slightly darker than that, but we'll see how it looks. Right, not going to worry about putting this through the debubbler because you can see the bubbles are rising already and it is an opaque colour anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. If you could see all the detail in there, they really went to a lot of trouble. They've got his fur growing in the right direction, they've got his silly little top knot, you've got a silly haircut, you'll see what I mean. Well, you'll have seen from the photo, won't you? Trying to see what that pig mould comes out like as well. It's a lovely little cartoon pig. So I'm just squeezing it and squishing it and tipping it a bit because I know that last time I used this mould, like many little creature shapes, there's a little under the chin. It's very easy to get bubbles stuck under the chins. So we're going to fill it up as I lie it gently down. Oh, I didn't do his feet with the powder, did I? I was going to do his feet. Darn it, I knew I'd forgotten something. I forgot your feet, Fudge, I'm sorry. Try not to get the powder down into the resin now. Hopeless or what? If I'm really getting this down into his little toesies even now. And I am definitely getting it into the mould. Darn it. Let's hope there's not too much gone down where there shouldn't be. Right, let's fill it up. I don't think so. I don't think there is. Looks like I've guesstimated reasonably well the amount of resin required. Might be a tiny bit left over. Let's see. So, you can see the final bubbles coming up here. I'm going to leave this to cure now. And yes, so members, do look out for my community post and in the Discord chat group. I'll put it in both. I'll probably do a little video as well about it. But we'll be doing a members giveaway with this exact mould. So, yes, it will have been used. I'm sorry. If you'd like whoever wins it, I'll be asking you if you want the guinea pig that I've made with it as well, of course. So, there you go. Right, we're going to wait for all this to cure, and then we'll be able to assess what we think of the two new Into Resin moulds. I'll see you later. Right, so let's get the piggy out now. I have to say that the scorpion, because it's a shallower pour, I've just poked my finger in it, it's definitely still soft. But by the time I get to do the final photos for you, this will be demoulded as well. But I'm not going to try now, obviously. However, these two little perishers should be done. Now, I've never demoulded one of these pigs before, so I don't know how difficult it's going to be. Oh, not difficult, apparently. Oh, look at that. Oh, I did get a bubble in the bottom of his ear. I can probably repair that with a bit of ultraviolet curing resin. Look at that. Now, do I get a marker pen and put his details in? I think I do. Right, this is an alcohol marker. And it's got a fine tip and a fat tip. It's a Spectrum Noir one. Fine tip I find a bit pesky. Look at those colours moving around in there. Isn't it gorgeous? Can you see? Obviously, I'll take some photos of these out in the sun. Assuming the sun comes out tomorrow morning, because at the moment it's dusk and I don't know what the weather forecast is like tomorrow. That recesses in a long way. Its details do. They recess in rather further than I expected. Let's just wipe that off because I'm not happy with that. But I think I've got something that I know will work. Let's just get that off, or mostly off. I have to say, what a scrumptious little mould. I think I need something finer than that to get in there. Right, this is an ultraviolet curing glitter resin. Now his eyes are very recessed, so I reckon I can get in there with some of this, really push it in and then wipe it off. Yep, cure it. That'll part cure. I'll do it again in a second. Right, I should have stopped it running around. Well, look at that face. I have got a little bit of black I need to scrape off in a couple of places, but I think, look at that is adorable. And look at the colours moving around in that. That's a smashing little mould. I'm going to have to try making some more of these. Look at that. Isn't it lovely? And it's mega shiny. And now I know what the shape's like. I'll know to be a little bit more careful with bubbles there, and also under his nose. See where I've got the ultraviolet metallic glittery resin in where he's actually got little bubbles under his nose. So I know where to look out for bubbles next time. But what a lovely mould. That's gorgeous. And I love that Aurora powder. That is fantastic. Right, let's get the guinea pig out. So, pigs are us. You'll probably see over here I was having a frog day as well. That's another video though. Right, let's get Fudge out. Now this one is actually really quite easy to demould. That's fantastic. Look at the detail. They've got a silly haircut and everything. It's just even the little dent in his bum where any other animal would have a tail. I'm really pleased with how those colours have gone as well. So let's just do his little eyes. And his eyes were very dark brown, almost black. So we'll do them in black. So this is just an alcohol marker pen. I think the colour could have been a little bit more golden, actually. But I need to experiment with those colours because I'm sure with those colours I'll be able to get a proper fudge colour. So, yes, members, don't forget that this exact mould, the one I've just used, will be my members giveaway. So look out for an announcement soon on how you can have a go at winning that. And everybody else, thank you so much for all your support. In fact, everybody who watches my videos, thank you for all your support. I've had a rough couple of months and I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you. You're amazing. Thank you. And there will be more Into Resin mould giveaways over the coming month. Because as I'm sure you know, myself and Michelle from Glitter and Glitz are the two ambassadors for Into Resin moulds. So, yes, we're going to have some more collaborations and some more giveaways and goodies for you all coming up over the coming months. So do subscribe because then you'll know when that's happening. It's free to subscribe, of course, and the button is down here. If anyone would like to join my memberships, then that would be absolutely awesome too. And there is a join button down here if you want to see the details and find out all about that. So thank you everyone, and if you would like to see more videos like this, you might like this one that's going to pop up here shortly.